Hello everyone, and welcome to Life Lesson. In today's story, we explore why hard work and persistence are essential for turning our dreams into reality. As we go through the tale, we'll also learn new vocabulary and understand how to use each word in a sentence. It's a wonderful way to practice English while enjoying a meaningful story, so stay with us until the end. In a lively town, the morning began just like any other. The villagers were busy with their usual routines. Some were trading goods. Others were heading toward their fields, and a few were preparing to open their small shops. Among all this activity, a young man sat quietly under a large tree, lost in his thoughts. His name was Theo, a boy known throughout the village for his laziness and poor condition. Although he was strong, tall, and healthy, he lacked the desire to work. His dreams were big, especially the dream of becoming wealthy, but he never took any real action toward it. He simply waited for good fortune to arrive on its own. Even his meals often came from the generosity of the villagers, who pitied him. One morning, a wealthy merchant from the village began giving out fresh milk to the needy as a gesture of appreciation for a successful year. When Theo heard about it, he rushed to join the line and soon received a pot of warm, fresh milk. Overjoyed, he hurried home to prepare it. Using the firewood already arranged by his father before leaving for work, Theo set the milk to boil. Their small kitchen was simple but ready, with 2 pieces of bread waiting on the table. After some time, the bubbling sound from the pot told him the milk was cooked. He poured himself a portion, enjoyed it with bread, and then placed the remaining milk next to his bed. But instead of helping his father in the fields afterward, he lay down and drifted into yet another daydream. Theo imagined that by the next morning, the milk would thicken and turn into cheese. "I'll take it to the market and sell it," he thought joyfully. "With the money I earn, I'll buy a hen. The hen will lay eggs, and soon those eggs will hatch into chicks. Once the chicks grow, they'll lay even more eggs. Before long, I'll own a whole poultry farm." His imagination continued to grow without limits. "Then I'll sell the chickens and buy cows. I'll start a dairy farm, and everyone in town will come to me for milk. I'll become rich, so rich that I'll be able to buy beautiful jewelry. Even the king will want to buy jewelry from me. I'll become wealthier than anyone I know. After that, I'll marry a beautiful girl from a wealthy family. We'll have a handsome son, and if he ever becomes lazy, I'll teach him a lesson. I'll hit him with a stick to make sure he learns the value of hard work." How could he be lazy when his father built an entire empire starting from a single pot of milk? Lost in this fantasy, Theo grabbed a stick and swung it into the air as if punishing his imaginary son. In that careless moment, he accidentally struck the pot of milk beside him. It toppled over, spilling all its contents onto the floor. The sound snapped him out of his dream at once. Shocked and disappointed, he stood still for a few moments, trying to process what had happened. Eventually, he cleaned up the spilled milk and went back to lying on his bed, returning to his imaginary world. The next morning, he wandered around the village again, hoping someone would offer charity. But nothing changed. His life remained the same, poor, empty, and directionless. Friends, many of us also fall into this trap. We sit with high hopes and big dreams, yet we take no action. It's a painful reality. What if we decide today that our actions will match our goals? If we want success, the key is hard work. If we want achievement, the key is discipline. If we seek blessings, the key is sincere prayer. Even a lazy person can change their life by changing their habits.